Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead coming to you today with a video on grilling fish. So this is my favorite way really to cook anything. Fish is delicious fried, don't get me wrong, I still love fried fish. It's probably still going to be the fan favorite of everybody. I think it even might be mine. I just love stuff on the grill though. And if you've seen the previous video, you saw where I had cleaned these fish and I left them whole and left the skin on. And there's a reason I do that. It's because it holds in so much more flavor and the skin's delicious and everything just to me is better if they're whole. So that's fried or grilled. Now I've got this grill really hot and I had made a video yesterday right after cleaning them, but the video was not that great of quality, so I thought I'd just do y'all a better one. I'm cooking this fish right here for my wife. And what I've done is on this one just kept it super simple. Now there's all kinds of ways you can cook this fish. Really, you need to just experiment and figure out which way you like best. But I'm going to give you some tips in this video of ways basically not to ruin the fish rather than make it exactly how you want it. So it's going to be good, but there may be things that you want to tweak and do a little differently. You'll just have to play with it. But that's the great thing about cooking. I mean, the best way to get something to taste better is to practice and cook. That's how I learned. So with this fish, all I did was I put salt and, or not onion powder, but garlic powder on it, and I put a little bit of butter here, or well, a large chunk of butter, in the cavity of the fish here where we cleaned out all the guts. So that's going to melt in there. And what I'm going to do is, since I've got this grill nice and hot, I had to turn down the burners here for a second, let that die down. It had some grease from some burgers in it, so I'll pause the video, let that die down, which actually, this would be just like I was cooking over a fire, an open fire, which is my favorite. So I'm going to set him somewhere where the flames aren't licking right on him. But it's just going to be to sear the fish as best we can. That's why I put that salt on him, to try to warm him up, or well, dry him out so that way he'd hit that and sizzle. So we'll let that cook in there for just a second. And we'll come back and flip him here in just a minute. I'm going to pause the video. Alright, so those flames in the bottom of the grill died down. I really like cooking on the fire though, just because it like a wood fire. I've made videos about that. I like it better than a gas grill, but heck, the way I leave some of that stuff in the bottom of my gas grill, it's almost like a wood fire at times. But tip number one to not ruin your fish is to stay with it. Do not leave the fish. There's other meats, give me a little flip there, that I will go and I'll go off and get something. Like if I'm cooking a steak, I don't cook a steak long at all, but I'll walk off and come back and flip it, or go and get another little bit of butter or something like that. But as far as with the fish, I stay with it the whole time because you don't want to overcook it. Now that being said, this is freshwater fish, so you don't want to undercook this fish, because the parasites that could be in the fish will be able to pass on into your body because it's a freshwater fish. With saltwater fish, it doesn't do that. That's why you're able to eat sushi, is because it's made with saltwater fish. So you definitely want to cook it completely, all the way through, but you don't want to just leave it on there until it's, a ball of mush, because that's what will happen if you leave it on there for too long. And this little guy, see how the meat's turning white? That's what you want all the way through. And this being a bass, he's a little bit thicker than the majority of your fish, so he's going to take just a little bit longer. We'll pause the video here and let this little guy finish up. Alright, so we're just about ready to kill the heat on this guy. You can see he's got a little bit of a char mark on him. His fins will char, but that meat, nice and white looking. You want on the inside everything to be white. That's how you'll know that the fish is done. So we're gonna let him sit for just a minute more, and I'm gonna kill the heat. Just cut the gas off here. Let him just sit for a minute. All right, so fish is ready and still has a nice firm texture, but is not mushy. Put him on the plate here with some lemon. And the thing about lemon is if you do it with a ton of lemon, lemon is supposed to be an enhancer, not a masker of the meat. So if you eat it with just a ton of lemon, then you probably don't like fish, you like lemon. So I'm making this for my wife, and I just cut her some lemon slices to put the lemon on there to taste, and we're gonna go serve this up. If you like this video and it was helpful, if you got any good tips for cooking your fish out of it, leave a like on the video, leave any comments or questions that you've got down in the bottom. Put your favorite way to eat fish if you already know how to cook it and prepare it, just to share with the community and help somebody out. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I drop a video every day. Appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.